Hello students, I am Grishma Dalal from Faculty of Pharmacy, Dr. Subhash Technical Campus. Today we are going to study about material of plant construction, what exactly you require for as a material to build a plant of pharmacy, right? This is 1.1, so please continue and stay tuned to the next video. In this, first of all, the basic things, first of all, for any manufacturing of pharmaceuticals, you will require a large number of equipment, and not only for pharmaceuticals, but these also include bulk drugs, antibiotics, biological product. In addition, several accessories such as container for processing and packaging of finished product are also important. A wide variety of material can be utilized for the construction of equipment. The success or failure of any new chemical plant or in its improvement of existing facility depends on what? The three things. First is design of equipment, second is selection of material, and third is technique of fabrication. So these three are the most important key parameters that will decide success or failure of your new chemical plant or pharmaceutical plant. So, but this selection of material depends on various properties like, first of all, chemical resistance. Your material should have enough chemical resistance. Then next is structural strength. Next is resistance to physical shock, that is operating pressure. Fourth is resistance to thermal shock, that is operating temperature. And fifth is ease of fabrication. Sixth is cost, and last but not the least is maintenance. So these are some of the properties on which your material will depend, right? The selection of your material will depend on these parameters, which you have to be very careful. Don't worry, we will the every property we will see in detail in the coming video. First of all, we are talking about the factors that affect in selection of materials, right? So first of all, we are going to focus on chemical factors. The container of the equipment should protect the integrity of the container, right? So the first and the foremost, there are two things, that is number one, contamination of the product, which affects highly, and then next is influence of chemicals on material of the plant. Please listen very carefully. In chemical factors, there are at the same time content should not get changed the properties of the material with which the vessel is made. When there are in contact with each other, the effect may be understood in two ways. Number one, a content may react and thus get contaminated, which means there can be a reaction between the contents that are present in the material, and the whole material can get contaminated. Then second is the drug in the chemical may destroy the material of the plant. So you need to be very careful in selecting, or you can go through a check, try and error, right? How contamination of product affects: whenever there are impurities that are present in chemical substance or bulk drugs, they can come through any sources. There are many sources from where impurities can enter. The solvent action may cause corrosion, so that the traces of metal ions used in construction tend to pass into solution and contaminate the product. So sometimes there can be a solvent action which can lead to corrosion. Substances such as glass, silica, lead, cast iron, steel, tinned iron, and a variety of alloys are used in construction of plant, and most of them can produce contamination, which we'll see in coming video, right? The second one which I was talking is about influence of chemical on the material. Sometimes the solution that come into the contact with the equipment are generally corrosive in nature. So the problem is with the solutions, right? In addition, sometimes equipments are also exposed to extreme pH, temperature and pressure, which can result into corrosion of the material, and that's why the material loses its strength and durability. Therefore, the life of the equipment will get reduced. So this is the second important factor that can affect. For solving this problem, the knowledge of material of plant construction greatly requires in providing a plant that will be resistant to attack of acid, alkali, oxidizing agent, tannins, etc. Right? The next factor that can highly affect our physical factors. There are not just one, there are not just two, but there are lots of physical factors. So please listen to it very, very carefully. Right? The first factor that affects physical factor is about strength. Any material should have enough strength so that it can withstand any kind of stress or pressure or rigors to which the material is subjected in the production. Iron and SS, that is stainless steel, can easily satisfy these properties. For example, in compression of tablet, dies and punches should have sufficient mechanical strength to transmit the applied pressure. Otherwise, tablets are poorly formed. Right? Now, next is mass. Mass, many times the equipment should be transported or moved from one place to another. This is possible when the material is light in weight, when other factors are satisfactory. Similarly, plastic material is employed for manufacturing of container for use of pharmaceutical and cosmetic on account of its light weight. As a result, the cost of transportation reduces. Next is wear properties. These properties become more important when there is a possibility of friction between moving parts. You have to be very careful in selecting materials. For example, during milling and grinding, the grinding surfaces wear off. These material will be incorporated into powder as impurities. Such type of mills should be avoided. When drugs of high purity are required, the risk of contamination is more due to wear of ceramic or iron equipment. Right? Next is thermal conductivity. In chemical industry, several equipment such as evaporator, dryer, steel, heat exchanger, etc. are used. The material should have good fabrication so that they have good thermal conductivity. However, resistance films greatly retard the process of heat transfer. So you have to be very careful in that. For example, iron, glass or graphite tube can be used in fabrication of heat exchanger so that you get good heat transfer. Right? The next is ease of fabrication. During fabrication, materials can undergo like casting, welding, forging, machinization, etc. For example, glass and plastic can be easily molded from container of different size and shape. Glass can be used as a lining material for reaction vessels used in chemical industry. Iron and steel undergo various rigors or processing during fabrication. So you have to see that whether the material are easy to fabricate or not. Next is cleansing. Obviously, smooth and polished surface allow the process of cleaning become easy. Materials that can be obtained with such a finishing are ideal when scrupulous cleaning is necessary. For example, SS and glass are suitable for this purpose. Next is sterilization. In the process of parenterals, ophthalmic, antibiotic, biological sterilization is important, which is obtained by autoclaving. Material should be capable to withstand the necessary treatment using steam and pressure. So, you have to be very careful in selecting material when you go through sterilization. Next is transparency. Transparency is very important and useful property because it lets you any person to see. It helps to improve the visual observation of changes during a process. For this reason, many reactors, fermenters have borosilicate glass, which is highly in demand nowadays. And last but not the least is economic factors. Initial cost and maintenance of the plant must be economical. Here, the main concern is not simply to obtain the least cost material. Low wear qualities and lower maintenance may well mean that a higher initial cost is more economical in a long run. So, it is all about money, right? Now, coming to the next is classification of material for plant construction. You can pause the video to see, understand the chart given here. You can also jot it down in your notebook. Material of construction have metals, non-metals, ferrous. Again, metals are divided into two types, ferrous, non-ferrous. Again, they are classified into different types, which we will see individually all the categories. right? So please remember this. Thank you so much for paying attention. Please stay tuned for the next material for plant construction 1.2. Thank you.